downplay your light. According
What
to what they've
light
said.
even? What light? What light? Like at that point, Walter, there's no light. Like I am not seeing any light
It's
from
just
me.
darkness.
It's really just darkness. It's not an easy thing to deal with. But like every day, like most times I feel like sometimes I get up and move because I just have to.
Lady in black, I greet you.
Gentleman in black, I greet you too.
You may wonder why you're wearing black. Because it may not be the men in black, because men doing that here.
No shots fired. Unless they come for us.
Unless they come for us, well, we don't encourage violence on these streets. But anyway, before we get into today's topic, how y'all doing?
Welcome back.
Welcome back from the week of drama.
Yo.
Drama. Cheers, Mary.
Cheers, Walter.
Are you supposed to what?
Mm-hmm.
Drink.
How have you guys been? Walter, how have you been? How's your week been?
Been great. That's why I'm just organizing my wine class here
I don't
because I
know.
want to address the masses.
What do you want to tell them?
The masses need to understand that today
Mm-hmm.
we are talking about issues which deal with emotional and physical abuse.
Abuse.
That's a very big topic right there.
Yeah. Following what happened at the Oscars. Meanwhile, the Oscars happened, but I don't know if we really know who got an award. Like we don't actually care about who got
Because
an
we only
award.
know one. Even Samuel L. Jackson got an award.
Black people got awards at the
Yeah.
Oscars, which was
Yeah.
a big deal,
Yeah.
but no.
But also Will got an award. Just saying, he did, but anyway.
So we
Mary.
woke up on Monday. Was it Monday?
Monday.
Monday, and social media was awash with nothing else but a what?
A
A
slap.
slap. You guys.
And do you know what they said? Oh, how Chris Rock woke up?
Yeah.
Woke up with fresh prints.
Is that why Will's parents took him to his uncle and aunt in Bel Air?
Why?
Because he slapped his friend. That's why they sent him to his uncle and aunt in Bel Air. Will was a
But
problem. So the story is,
you'll know the story.
do they know the story? This guy
okay.
made a joke about Will's wife. But
But okay, go on.
Will first left.
Yeah.
Did you
because-
see that though?
Yeah, I saw that because it was a joke about alopecia. I also have alopecia.
Do you?
Yeah, can't you? I have patches in my head.
So why was it such a big deal or made a big deal then?
Well, because it's Jada.
So we're just piggybacking off that. We're going to talk about physical abuse and emotional abuse and maybe what we have or have not experienced and how it has shaped us. So
As individuals.
as individuals.
Yes,
So
Mary.
Oli Waltz. Question 1. Have you encountered any of these forms of abuse? This is a safe space, Walter.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Yes, but I think for me, the one which I feel is the worst,
Yeah.
personally, because it's done easily on a daily basis, is emotional abuse.
Okay.
Like that, even growing up, I experienced that stuff. If it wasn't for my love of Christ, if it wasn't for my love of siblings and stuff like that, I think I'll just be so bitter
Or because of what you've encountered.
because of what I went through growing up.
And
Do you know at one time I was almost hit by a lamp. You know when you put kerosene when there's no power,
yeah.
and then you put a lamp, and then like one of my parents was so angry at what the allegations that are made against me, which were not true. Just saying,
Oh, Walter,
they
you
almost
accused
threw a lamp at us. Like
that they were angry, like so they
like
did,
your
like they
anger,
they grabbed it
your
and
anger
that's
was
it.
going to drive you to do that, and then you regret.
Or not? Do you think they would have
Yeah, they would have
regretted?
regretted because the truth came out.
Ah,
Just saying. So, but that was just something that I've got over.
that was almost physical abuse.
But the other times when it has been mostly like emotional, when people tell you like, you know, like when you're still growing up and you don't know, your self-worth.
Yeah.
So, and the person calls you stupid and you feel so hard.
Yeah.
Like you're stupid, you're an idiot. You know nothing. You're like Jon Snow.
Jon Snow?
Yeah,
Why?
Jon Snow.
Oh, because he was a
Game of
bastard.
Thrones,
Because he was a
the
bastard.
And always said, you know nothing, Jon Snow. You know, that was the Game of
Yeah.
Thrones thing. But yeah, it was hard. Like, you know, you guys see here on the ground and you're like, man, I wish I could. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish. I wouldn't wish that half of the stuff I've been through to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, as we were preparing for this, I was thinking about it and I was like, have I been physically abused or do I think I've been physically abused? And come to think of it, and this is not to bash anyone, we grow up with, but you guys, I feel like the way we were punished as children was just what?
Some physical abuse.
Yo. And it actually, I feel like it kind of affected us, and I feel like I noticed it much later. So for me, like, it would be like something small, but the punishment you get, the canes you get
to align you
for maybe this really small thing that you did, wasn't necessary. It really wasn't. Like, I did not have to be caned that much.
I know. That reminds me, like,
Yeah.
when I was in secondary, so I was in a high school.
Yeah.
So there's this teacher, when you lose his ish, he would beat you in all places. Like, there's a cheeky beat. Instead of, like how they tell you lay down and stuff,
Yeah.
the guy was just beating back wherever, like, head as like, man, are we being serious right now? And you look at the guy, because you're so powerless in thinking in secondary at that time.
And when we were growing up, it's like that was the only form of disciplining, though. I don't know why. Like, when I grow up now and I think of there were all these other methods, like, were they there before, or are we just, anyway? Me, I feel like it got to a point where, anyway, I kind of course, got used to the caning. Like, it was now I didn't think of it as physical abuse, but now when I go back, I'm just like, no, I really shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like, even when it comes to my parents, I shouldn't have been caned like that. And even when it comes to, like, teachers and stuff like that, I'm just like, no, we didn't. Like, we should have been told off as opposed to being physically abused.
Exactly.
And then you're growing up, and, like, let's say, and there are these statements that are innocently said, by the way, maybe out of anger, but, like, they say something like, you're careless. Now, for me, there's a way that word
trigger.
kind of stuck with me.
The trigger.
Not even the trigger. Like, for me, Walter, I was told that, I think I was told it like maybe 2 times, but it has stuck with me to a point where maybe something happens in my adult age and I'm just like, anyway, I'm careless. Can you imagine?
So it's still up to now.
Yeah, it's actually still, and that's like that's the emotional abuse we're talking about, like the words people say to you, and you're just like, what?
Yeah. So Mary, I wanted to know, so for you in your situation, how do you deal with emotional abuse?
Walter, the truth is I don't know how to deal with it. I think maybe, like you mentioned earlier, I like sweep things under the rug and I try to act like no. But of course they eat me up inside. But the truth is I don't know how to deal with it. I struggle. I really struggle. Like even finding an answer, I was like, I really struggle. And that's the thing. Even when people say these things to us, they do not know how much they affect us. And for me, like case in point, like there are certain things that people will tell you at the workplace and it actually affects how I work because this person has said this thing, or maybe they've compared me to someone who's better, right? So in my head, I'm just like, I'll never measure up. I'll never be good enough, or I'll never be that.
So you downplay your light.
What light even? What light? Like at that point, Walter, there's no light. Like I am not seeing any light from me.
Darkness.
It's really just darkness. It's not an easy thing to deal with. But like every day, like most times I feel like sometimes I get up and move because I just have to, because in my head I need that job or I need that person, but like I don't know how to deal with it. maybe I've picked a leaf or two from you, but can I say I'm going to be able to implement it? No, I've tried to read affirmations. I'll do that for like 2-3 days. I'll read the Bible and see what God says about me. But after that, it's just like one word and I am back there. So the truth is, I don't know how to deal with it. I am still learning. I'm hoping maybe I'll get better, but the affirmations work for a few days and then I'm back at my place of just darkness. So yeah, Walter, that's how I don't deal with it. Honestly, that's just the honest truth. And I'm sure there are people who are like me and you go through this stuff, and it could be emotional abuse from your partner, from your colleagues, from your friends. You're not alone, guys. Like, let me tell you, as you become an adult, it becomes worse because the challenges become more. The outside voices increase, right? So all these outside voices competing with your one affirmation. I'm just like, yeah, how does that work? So the truth is, it's I'm still learning. I'm still trying to again, sometimes I would want to be the bigger person, but not the will.
Not
The
in
will
every
is not
situation.
there. Yeah, not in
Yeah.
every situation. So the truth is, I'm still struggling. Yeah, I don't have advice for y'all, but I'm still struggling. And if it helps anyone out there, we're all in this together. But yeah, keep trying on the affirmations. I don't know what else gives you the confidence, what else makes you feel like like you're good enough and but for me it's still a struggle. I'm still working at it. And you also know as well, Walter, even in our content creation journey, Walter is constantly telling me, Mary, no, we can do this. And I'm just like, negative Nancy. But but negative Nancy is here trying to be positive Peter. Yeah. So yeah, Walter, that's how I deal or don't deal with
Yeah.
it.
Right now, like that, of course, there are things I wouldn't want to hear. If a person calls me like stupid or, in your case, careless,
Yeah.
I affirm myself a lot. Like, if I don't let if I let these things keep coming at me, then they will throw me off.
Yeah.
So I'd learn the art of affirming myself, of being my biggest cheerleader. If you're calling me careless or stupid, and I don't
Yeah.
feel like I have the energy to affirm myself, I'm going to go and read the Bible and see, what does God say about his children? Like, intentional. Like, I'm not going to let that keep me down for long.
Walter,
No matter how hard it is.
I think
No matter how hard it
let's
is.
just close this session because again, like like Walter, the way you speak, like you're definitely at a better place than me. I honestly still struggle with this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I still
It's-
like for
it's
me
okay.
it's still I still like it's so hard. Like people's words have so much impact, And we're talking about emotional abuse and even as adults, right?
Yeah.
Even as that was just our childhood. Even as adults, we face this stuff.
Yeah.
So in your adulthood, when you meet someone who is emotionally abusing or attempting to emotionally abuse you, how do you deal with that?
The thing is, and everybody has their own dealings.
Yeah.
Personally, I either walk away from the conversation, but I'm not going to assault the person. I'm not going to retaliate. I'll be like, you know what? I know what it is. I know myself, and
Yeah.
I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm going to walk.
Just to encourage everyone out there that you see we are all at different levels. Walter clearly has this figured out. He has ways to work
Still
around it.
learning it.
But you're doing well, and some of us are still,
Yeah.
figuring it out. But yeah, let us know if you guys have ways in which you deal with this stuff. Do you cut people off? How do you deal with it? Because as we grow older, we need to be making more meaningful friendships and friendships that do not drain us or that are not emotionally abusive. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yep. And say no to toxic friendships.
Say no to toxic friendships, relationships, all of it.
Yeah. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.